got two machines out today, the Hoover A3060 Electronic 1100 and the Miele W562 Prestige Plus 6. They're going to be washing together, not a race, but just like we did with the Cassata and the 9530. There's a load of whites going in the Miele, and there's some bedding going in the A3060. Both doing a boil wash. We're just going to time it so that they're not really heating together. I've also levelled the Miele, so see how that works out. So let's go. And you're watching Florence Ballard A3060 on film. So we start off by loading the Miele with some whites. I don't know why, but I feel like my white washes have gone smaller. And this is, oh, maybe because it's one shirt or something I don't include, I don't know. It's for you lot. Using Asda non-biosensitive in the Miele, and Kirkland's is going in the A3060, but we're not going to do the A3060 just yet. Heavily soiled wash, so I'll put a bit more in so it doesn't get too sudsy. And I'm going to be using Hoover in this one. I've got to put a limescale tablet in as well. Try and do everything one-handed. That's one cap of Hoover. On their way. We will do the A3060 washing with surf pods. You can see how that works out. So that's that in the Miele. Miele W562 is ready to go. So that's in my favourite program. Cotton's 95, Water Plus, and we start. And the bedding will go in the A3060. And that'll be used for some Dettol laundry cleanser, which I plan to do a review on and show people how to use it. ASMR. The ASMR video will be going up soon as well. Oh, what am I on about? I haven't uploaded it yet while I'm recording this, that's why. We might have gotten to the mystery of why the slow spin doesn't work on this machine. I've actually opened up the lid and noticed. The way it's wired up. Tumbling. Probably going to get a bit sudsy, that detergent. Oh, I know why my white washes look small, because sometimes I used to throw in a sheet with it all, that was why. Makes sense now. It shouldn't take long for that to fully absorb though. It's probably fully absorbed by now. And then we drop down to an hour and a half. I thought I'd give this smaller though to the Miele to do. Could be better with the water, and the A3060 for the bedding, because the deep level rinses will do good for the sensitive skin. And it's a lot lighter on the, I think that this kind of load would set the A3060 out of balance a bit. But that towel doesn't even run in there at all. There you are, hour and 32. Top out of water, heating element comes on, and we begin the hydromatic tumbles. This is where the suds will really build up now. I will, just like the old days, do a towel wash in the Miele at some point rather than the A3060 or so. Yeah, we're really working the suds up now, so we'll come back when that's heated and the A3060 is going to start The Miele's roughly about 60, 70 odd, so we're going to load the A3060 now. She has an hour and 8 left. So load the bedding in, I've buttoned that all up, so we won't get anything going into the machine. Squeaky suspension. Okay. So kind of a lemony dust afterwards, so if you can see, it's like a sort of powdery that comes off. I don't know why I've undone the conditioner, because we're not going to put that in yet. That's the famous one that the A3060 smells of. The Nor, apart from the Secret's Mystery. So I'm going to select 60, sorry, 95, start, and of course I've got to switch on the tap. Stupid, isn't it? Switch on the bloody power. So they're both filling now. Probably, I don't know if you can see it coming in. There you go. They're both. Where's the temp gone? Figure out what the Miele's actually doing. Okay, so roughly about 75, 74. I like doing these kind of videos. The water going into the A3060 is pure hot, so... Oh, did you see that? Someone dropped. There we go, we're filling. We're just doing shorter tumbles now. I'll let that tumble, then I'll shut the water off. Right, any second. Nope. And 3, 2, 1. And bobble it for a bit. There we are. I'll let her fill for a tiny bit more. And that's it. There's a face mask in there as well. Millie's really going for it. I mean, Kirkland will get sudsy, but not as sudsy as the the Asda one does. I think we're both heating at the same time. We can't be heating. I don't understand why the Miele's long finished heating and the A3060 is almost there. You can see the Kirkland's now sudsing up. They weren't actually heating together for long, about 10 minutes. Because once the Miele hits about 70, then obviously we know that the Miele actually only hits about 87. What's his name? Josh. I forgot what his bloody YouTube is. Hot Point Ad 1400. I don't know what he's called. He's something laundry. No, I don't. Josh. He had a W562. I don't think his one heated to full temperature to 95. Well, mine only gets to about 87. 80, maybe 89 at a push. But I know that mine only hits that. The A3060 still heating, but let's check what we are. So that's equivalent to about 82 degrees. And there's only a little bit more left of heating, so yeah, that's probably not going to reach that far. Miele's got about 6 minutes left. Suspension's complaining on the A3060 though. So each tumble is practically 15 seconds on the A3060. Okay, the A3060 is on dilution rinse now. The Miele doesn't do a dilution rinse at the end. Oh, cool down, but she will go straight into the first intermediate spin. I am grateful for the A3060 having that feature though. You can enable them, you know, they're at 41 minutes now. She's got about 3 minutes left. Oh, A3060 at full level. We're going to the delicate tumbles. So that's basically every machine that's washed with the Miele now. Miele's on the first intermediate spin now. And the A3060s are going into distribution drain. Hopefully they'll be spinning together at some point. No, A36 is unbalanced. No, 900. They're going to be filling together for rinses, I think. Oh? Huh? What's going on with Billy? My son's coming out of nowhere. What's going on there? Interesting. And the A36 is on the first rinse. She's racing ahead of Miele. They'll both be competing for water now, and obviously the A3060 needs the most. There we go. You can hear the suspension groaning on the A3060. Delicate tumble for the A3060. She's taking the full power now, not filling. That's the A3060's level. It's the Miele's. Okay, Hoover A3060 is going for first intermediate spin. Miele will probably do her second one in a bit. And that's unbalanced. Not bad though. Really needs to work some suds up on that rinse. And Miele's draining now. Florence is probably going to wobble. Yeah, sorry. Miele's just like looking at her to say, what the hell are you doing? What's Miele going to do? Smells. put the Dettol in so that it'll get taken in on the next rinse. And after that fills, we'll put the conditioner in. Oh! Short spin for Miele. At least Florence has got a bit of a head start on that rinse. Oh, oh no, I forgot Millie's actually going to stop for a bit longer because she's going to fill for the additional second rinse. So both machines are doing 3 rinses, which is actually more of a fairer race. Well, not race, but wash together. I'm going to do that because now the machine's taking it back to the door. You groaning about Florence. So Millie's now draining for her second intermediate spin. Florence probably coming towards the end of her second rinse. So this will be interesting to see who gets onto the final spin first. Oh, no, she's going. Oh, Miele won't spin that though, that's going to be rebalanced. Oh, I thought for a second. This one's also a short intermediate spin. Okay, better balanced on the A3060. Come on, Miele. And I just said I'd done a perfectly sized load that wouldn't get on balance. And that will not spin that either, I don't think. Oh no. Go for it. Any second now for the A3060. There we go. That's more stable. Oh, Millie's slowing down. She's going for the final rinse. And I think she's going to win this probably because of how... But, what if we put her onto the longer final spin? Oh. Yeah, final rinse. Alright, it's not a race, so I'm going to put that on rinse hole so they both can do the final spin together. And I'll make them really do the longer final spin, so then everything gets a better spin. Perfect. There you go, Florence. The water's all yours. Oh, shock absorbers. Right, so Florence is going on to her final spin, so let me show you this. You reset the program, let the machine go through. There we go, 10 minutes now, and that's doing the long final spin with the boost and the additional third burst. So both machines are go. And we're draining through the sink because the sink can't handle the amount of water being pumped out. Not too fast what. Well, A3060 is unbalanced. There's a lot of air in that sheet. Oh, that sounds pretty. It's not a race, so it doesn't matter who finishes first, it's just them running together. Oh, smooth. Nearly on a 500 RPM burst. Oh, shock absorbers. Yep, bottle's empty now. Oh, both spinning together. Oh, Florence a bit shaky. Miele did a 600 burst. I'm sure the motor bearing is going to need greasing after this, I can tell. Bloody hell. Florence. Bloody hell, Florence, calm down. Gosh. Miele's doing her, they're both doing the anti-tangles now. Miele's doing the 700 burst now. I was originally going to do minimum iron 60 on that. A Boilwash would be good. Unbalanced. I don't know how she's going to sit on her feet because the machine's actually completely on the feet on the floor now. What's A3060 doing? Wobbly, I think. Oh, still not final ramp up yet. There we go, now we're actually on the final ramp up. I don't like the way that duvet's balled up in there. It's not too bad. I'm really going to the final ramp up. It's going to be unbalanced on the A3060. A bit unbalanced for Miele. It might not look that unbalanced on camera, but it is. Well, that's because the machine's sitting. Miele's like, I can make more noise than you. So where they're now going to have a competition against each other. This is why my machines running together aren't a good idea, because they compete with who's the loudest and who's the most wildest. Well, you don't try to compete Florence in the shaking contest. Oops. And Miele's going to rattle. I'm going to have to level up. And going to be level. We should let do that one. She's just going to rattle. Oh, we're unbalanced. Which one's that? The A3060. Oh, I bet it's one of the buttons that come off the. Oh, it died out. Two machines right. Yeah, I think the motor bearings need doing. Miele now who's wild. So I levelled them so the machine sits. Well, it said on my spirit level the machine was sat perfectly still. You've got moving issue. All that's going to come off the A3060, that is. Can we see the back on the A3060? No? Right, 1300 now. That's going to need re-levelling now. It's because the machine's got no rubber feet. They came off from Australia when she was in the shed being moved around on concrete. Right, get ready for the A3060's earthquake. Oh well, there we go. So look at me, Miele. This always happens. That's going to hit 1100 before that slows down. It sounds like the shock absorbers. There's something coming from it. Doesn't sound good on me. No, it's not the camera. Let's take a look at that. That's going to go up to 1100. It's probably the shock absorbers. Oh gosh, here we go. Oh, Millie's slowing down. Yeah, that sounds the shock absorbers normally do that when they're unbalanced. Wearing off. Millie's like, shut up, Florence. There we are, Millie's finished. Yeah, that's definitely the shock skin. After all, she's 43 years old. Giving her a rest after this anyway. I don't know how much that trembles outside though. She's pretty stable though. Jesus, Florence. That's why I know it's a shock, because it calms down after a bit. Doing the anti-tangle, there we are. Oh my goodness me, Florence. Calm down. You know what, maybe I should have done the bedding in the Miele. I didn't think it would do that to the A3060. Oh gosh. There's no satisfying Florence, is there? Oh, also that's to the side. I'll run that with an empty drum. If it does it again, then I know. But now the machine will have a rest. Well, you got to think, the other day the machine did do a load of towels as well, so suspension's been rattled a bit. After a bit of a rest, she'll be fine. But I'll lubricate the motor up as well. I think it's because she was in storage about how many months? Like 6 months, I think. No, she went into storage October, November, December, January. Yeah, 5 months she was in storage. So Millie can do this up to half an hour afterwards. See the pipe shaking there, you can see it. Oh, you can't go see it. The pipe's just like shaking. Florence will have a rest now. I'll take the back off, grease the motor up. I've got some industrial strength grease that can work on that. I've got my 3-in-1 oil now. Any second now. There we go. Okay, time to unload. Miele first. Yep, well, that does come out a lot drier on that spin. Nothing around the drum. That's just my fingers there. Yep. Less and less limescale now, I've noticed. There's a lot less than there was before. The draw probably need a clean soon actually. And the A3060. Yeah, didn't leave anything there. Oh yeah, you can tell that's balled up. I mean, there's not really any way anything can get into the drum there because that's such a tight gap. Oh, I've got a pink blemish there. I wonder what that's from. There's the water. Yeah, you can hear that. That's just the shock absorbers. As I said, 43 years of age. Yes, I used to be very paranoid about every single noise this machine made until someone did tell me. I think it was Dorian that told me. You have to remember this machine is 43 years old. There's going to be some sounds that sound unusual, but as long as it's not something crashing around inside the drum while spinning, then you know it's just age. Okay guys, so that's the end of that video of the Miele W562 Prestige Plus 6 and the Hoover A3060 electronic 1100 washing together on a boil wash. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. We sorted out the A3060. Motor bearings were a little bit rusty, giving them a bit of oil. That solved it for the moment. Just having a bit of a rest. And if I need to, I will replace the armature with the new motor bearings if I need to. But it looks like we're okay. So I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and look forward to the next video, which will be an appliance ASMR video. I know there's someone called, I think, Ewan or Ian O'Brien. I can't remember. Sorry if I don't know how to pronounce Owen O'Brien. Sorry if I don't pronounce your name right. Who's been looking forward to that video. I think that's who it was. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. And don't forget to stay safe and keep it supreme and go with the flow.